Hey, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to take a close look at the Atari Lynx. And I recently picked up this product and I was really curious, what is this thing? I have never had it as a child. Let me know in the comments what kind of a device did you have as a child to play on. And it's also a very unique opportunity to even find this one in complete box condition. And also the box is in okay condition, because that's also like a little bit of a debatable situation here. But the thing is, I really wanted to check it out, because this thing, I missed it out as a child. Or did I really miss it out? Another interesting thing that it even comes with complete in-box games. Something I don't see very often. Most of the time when you're finding an Atari Lynx, you will find them with only the cartridges. So what's even funnier, that I find it very also nostalgic, is that we're having over here the sticker of called Bart Smit. Veel plezier en tot ziens. That basically says have fun and thank you. Nevertheless, when you're seeing this, oh man, that brings some really good memories, because that was actually the store that I always picked up my products. I bought so many games there, even a lot of systems like my N64, I think my second generation PlayStation 1 and many different systems. So inside the box, we're just going to get the cartridge, and the Atari Lynx cartridges are just so interesting when you're looking at. They are like very thin, having contacts at the top. They are so different compared with the Game Boy cartridges that I grew up with. Yeah, it's very interesting. In here we're even going to get some extra paper that says like the Atari Corporation limited 90 days warranty for like 19 days. What the heck. But inside there is not a lot, so let's take a close look at Ninja Gaiden. Let's see where we can find anything in here. Oh, there we go. Ooh, it even comes with a vintage poster. That is very nice. We're not going to unfold it because it's going to be having like more damage than it already has. Then we're having the same warranty card. Let's see what the checker flags have. Does it have any manuals, or does these things only? No, these things only came with the okay, that's kind of interesting. Hey, it even comes with an extra game, Crystal Mines. Is the original games also in here? There we have it. Wait, what? Where's checker flag? Okay, is this thing in the game, over in the game system? Okay, even more games than I thought I had. But let's do a quick unboxing when it comes to the Atari Lynx. This is the non-modded version, because nowadays we have even the option to modify the display itself. Alright, so let's get the show on the road and let's see what we're going to get inside the box. Okay, so the first impression is, whoa, this thing is huge. Yeah, I know, that's what she said. The thing is, when you're looking at this device, let's see what we're going to get. It comes with the auto cigarette light adapter, so in other words, you can use this thing in your car. And it's clear that you need to buy that thing separately. It's interesting that it is in the box in here. So let's see what we're going to get. I don't know if it was implemented, because there was a sticker in here and there wasn't in here. But what you're going to get is the power supply. And whoa, this is a really big brick. So let's get the system out. Let's remove the styrofoam. Everything is included. The overall quality of this device is absolutely amazing. There is almost no, let's say, wear seen on this device. And when you're having these older devices, most of them, they have like a lot of damages, especially on the display itself. But this thing looks absolutely amazing. Man, I must say that this thing is comfortable. But especially when it comes to these round shapes over here. But this thing is super bulky. But let's take a close look at it later. Oh, by the way, what game is in here? Ah, the batteries are still in here. Great. The side. Let's check out. Ah! There we have, the checker flag game is already in here. Don't need to forget to swap it out. Let's click that back in. So what do we have more? It comes with an audio jack cable. Then I think that was for, yeah, for Sunline. You can put it on your system and play like that. Okay. There was an, oh, there we have the sun visor screen guard. That is how they call this thing. So also this needs to buy separately. Okay, cool. Here we're having some extra paperwork. It's kind of cool that they still have this. Okay, I don't know what happened over here. There's a lot of paperwork. Let's see. Nothing much interesting. Warranty cards, troubleshooting, even for California games in here. But there is something I think is even more interesting. Is this the original receipt? No, there's just some paper, jibber jabber. Ah, Okay, so that's what's inside the box. But let's take a close look at the device itself and let's do a quick overview. So one of the interesting configurations of this thing has that we have an A and B on both sides. So we can actually play it like this, but also can turn around and play it like that if you want to. It's interesting, to be honest, to say at least. At the front we're going to get ourselves a speaker over here, then we're having the option button, restart, flip, the options and the on off over here. But it's also interesting that we have like separate buttons. Let's hold it. Let's see if it's going to be booting up. Oh yeah! I would say this thing is quite loud. Yeah! Huh. At the top we will find, let's see, the cable for linking headphones. But what is interesting, the link cable is just unplugged. Okay, so there the power. Volume control. Wow, this thing goes really loud. And of course we're having over here the brightness. And there we go. Now we're having some visuals. Oh, looking at this. Let's get the lights out because it's very difficult to watch and just play on this. I am really surprised how freaking loud this thing goes. Let's mess with the brightness to give you an idea how it will look. Oh yeah, so the best settings is this actually. Start position. Let's press the start button. This is the pause over here. Alright, here we can have the options. Options 2. That is basically for muting or something. Alright, pressing A. But when I'm looking at the visual part, it looks quite similar to the Game Gear. It's much better actually than the Game Boy. Woohoo! That's sound effects. But before we go into continue gaming, let's do a quick comparison. And also let's do a chit chat regarding what kind of handhelds we had back in the day. So, for example, I had myself the Game Boy. This is the system that I played so many countless hours on. Let me know in the comments which device did you own. But let's also do, let's say, in comparison when it comes to the sizes. Because compared with the Game Boy, the Atari Lynx is absolutely crazy huge. Another way I played back in the day was with my Game Gear, and I was thinking the Game Gear is using not only a lot of batteries, but oh boy, this thing is absolutely gigantic. But to compare with the Lynx, it's not that bad, to be honest. So looking at them side by side, here you can see the differences between the devices itself. Where the Game Gear was quite clunky in my opinion, it is nothing compared with this different Lynx system. But what is interesting to show you that also the Lynx had different kind of models. For example, this was the previous one I have reviewed here on the channel. And you know what's kind of interesting for me personally is that when you're looking at this device, both are quite clunky and this is one gigantic one. But I personally really prefer to play on this, just it is so more comfortable. I really love this D-pad, the way how it feels. It got like a very nice short travel feedback to it. While we're looking at this gigantic beast, the D-pad is absolutely horrible. Like this thing doesn't have a feedback at all. It can be maybe because this thing is already quite old, but when you're looking at it, it's no. I love the sticker, never game over. Uses the same kind of system, it's more compact, but I can also remember that the volume on this bad boy is so much better than this. Another game I wanted to try is the Ninja Gaiden game, just to see actually how this plays. It looks kind of cool. Oh, we're just starting already. This was not what I was expecting from Ninja Gaiden, to be honest. I'm familiar with the other versions, especially when it comes to the NES, but this is more like a beat 'em up game. Interesting choice. Does have like some funky tunes to it when it comes to the soundtrack. But it is a very short loop when it comes to the music itself. Okay, so it's kind of cool that we can actually play some games vertical, and this is one of them, collects. So let's see how this actually plays. Okay. There's no way of like adjusting it, so this is actually what we're going to get.
Black wave.
So when it comes to the audio quality, especially the voice and stuff like that, that is so much better, or sounds even better than the other games I've played. And where you can see like both sides basically work, so you can just play it like that if you want to. Oh shit! I messed it up. Oh. Okay, can I get rid of the orange one? I really love clacks. I played this game so much on my Game Boy. Oh, there we go. We got the first one cleared. Oh, not the red one. I didn't really grow up with the Atari at all. For me it started all with the NES for the home systems and with the Game Boy when it comes to like portable gaming. Like this portable device I spent countless hours on. So when you're looking at like the ways you can play back in the day, and there are maybe more ways, but that is something for a different story. The thing is, like the Atari Lynx was absolutely great when it comes to the overall quality. I must be very flabbergasted today. Let me know in the comments what do you think. What is your favorite way to play? What devices did you got back in the day? Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and it would be great to see you in the next video.